All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here, and here where I'm at, it is late. It is 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was just about to go to bed when I realized that there's a new trailer that got dropped 3 hours ago for Choked. This is the official trailer from Netflix India, and it has some actors. I don't recognize their names, so I'm not going to bother butchering them and saying them wrong. But I noticed this was on YouTube, and I thought, hey, this is a world that we live in right now where there's not a lot of trailers coming out, new trailers. And so that's why Netflix, you're so awesome. I'm so excited to be able to get to this trailer reaction and see what it's about. Netflix has very wisely invested in Indian properties, TV shows, series, obviously, and movies. And so I'm really excited to check this out. Choked makes me think of something violent. On the thumbnail, you see a woman's face. So maybe it's a type of murder mystery. Maybe it's a domestic abuse type situation. Who knows? Or maybe it's, she is the one who is, taking control, so to speak, and choking the opposition in certain ways. Who knows? I have no idea, but I'm excited to jump into it. Before I do, welcome to Boring Reviews. If you like what you see here, go ahead and give me that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. If you don't know much about Boring Reviews, then check out some other videos that we have. We have several different playlists for you. We have some cricket videos, we have trailer videos, we have movie reviews, we have music and comedy as well mixed up in there. And I'm so excited that you decided to join us today and check out this reaction. And let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go.
Boring Reviews!
वो अपना ऊपर वाला है ना, अरे लोमड़ी की तरह आता है और खरगोश की तरह भाग के चला जाता है। पता नहीं करता क्या है।
अरे प्लम्बर को फोन लगाओ, पाइप फट गया।
Sacred Games.
तू अभी क्या अभी वो बेसिन का तेरा काम करवा दे, लीकेज का जो भी है।
एक काम हटो यार।
हफ्ते में तीसरी बार आलू खिला रही है। पनीर खिलाया करो कभी।
आलू को आलू ही खिलाऊंगी ना। पनीर खाना है तो पनीर बनो।
रोज तो असली है सरिता, लेकिन आपको डाउट क्यों आया? पानी की तरह पैसा बहा रही हो सरिता। कहाँ से आ रहे हैं ये पैसे? कौन दे रहा है?
500 का नोट गया, 1000 का नोट गया।
500 rupee and 1000 rupee currency notes will no longer be legal tender.
अब देखना सारा ब्लैक मनी निकल के आएगा बाहर।
Not for her.
उसका मन कहाँ लगा है? ये देख, दिखाती हूँ ना।
मैं आपका काम नहीं कर सकती।
मैंने आपको क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछा था, ड्यूटी बताया था।
Wow. So I was not really right on any of my predictions. Thankfully, it's not about domestic abuse or murder mystery or anything like that. It's about this woman who gets put in this situation. And I think I've heard, well, I know I've heard, but I think it was this exact situation in India where they changed the money or something like that. I didn't know that it was supposedly about trying to get rid of counterfeit money or whatever, but where they changed something about the financials, about the money notes themselves. And so that's a really interesting plot point where she's gotten this money that this person above her is throwing down the pipes, Now, obviously, it's going to catch up to her. It's got to. The person who's sending that money is not getting to the person where it's supposed to, and that's going to catch up. We see that one person where she says, I'm telling you your duty. So that must be the person that's coming after her and saying, hey, you spent this money, now you work for us. Definitely interesting. I do not know yet if this is a series or if this is a movie. Let's see what it says in the description. It is directed by Anurag Kashyap, which is awesome. Very famous for his movies, and we've watched quite a few of them and reviewed them, so check those out. Gangs of Wasseypur, Ugly, and Sacred Games, obviously, so he has a history with Netflix. I'm not able to see if this is a series or a movie. I'm going to guess it is a movie, but if it's a series, that makes it even more interesting for me because it's more you can flesh out the story. I did not recognize that lead actress, but she looks perfect for this kind of role. She looks like a strong heroine, a strong character who is not going to back down and is going to use the situation to help herself and to be able to move that forward. And so that creates interest inside me. What would I do if I had that kind of money? Holy cow. I cannot be accused of being a greedy person, but money is still nice. It makes things very convenient. I think I would buy a lot more of these. I would give a lot of it to my family so they can get the things that they want. But at the end of the day, money just buys material things. Hats are great, but they're not everything. They're not life, and material things aren't important when it comes to the grand scheme of things. There's been times in my life where I didn't have a lot of money, and I was wondering how I was going to pay these bills, early on in my adult life. And you think if I had this or I had that amount of money, it would make life so much easier. In a lot of ways, it would. It definitely would. But then your appetites get larger and larger, and you just want more and more things. And when you get put in a situation where, okay, I don't have a lot of extra money, but at least I have a job. If I didn't have a job, who knows what I would do? That's when it gets really scary. And that's what people are dealing with right now during this pandemic. Slowly but surely, things are starting to open back up, but not at a great pace, at least not here in the States. But that's what people are dealing with. They're dealing with, now I don't have enough money just to buy food for my family or to pay the rent or pay the mortgage. And that's when it gets real. That's when you realize, when you're put in a situation like that, you think, why did I complain about my job? Or why did I complain about how little I got paid? At least I had enough to provide for my family or provide for myself before I had a family. So what would I do with that kind of money? I would buy some material things. I would pay off some debts, obviously. And I would put a lot away for a rainy day. I love taking my family out on vacation. So, when things open back up, I'd probably spend the money on that. But if I found those kind of money, I'm the kind of guy that honestly, I'd probably just turn into the authorities as opposed to just keeping it and buying a few things, just because I don't want any of that kind of trouble. Now, that might get me in trouble anyways because I took these, I'm assuming criminals, money and returned it to the police or gave it to the police. But that's what I would do. The question is, what would you do if you saw that money? What kind of things would you buy? I mentioned some hats and some things for the family, some more shirts and maybe some better camera equipment for the channel. But, my wants are very minimal. What would you do with that kind of money if you got it? Are you interested in this movie? Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you are able to find out this is a movie or a TV series. And don't forget to check out some other videos from Boring Reviews. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I mentioned earlier. And don't forget to come back for more content from us. And until next time, adios.